All right, so recently I posted on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, kind of like an Ask Belmo anything. And these are some of the questions that I got from those three social media platforms, and I'm going to go through them and answer a bunch for you. So we'll start off with Twitter. Kenny Amina07 says, which PBA title are you most proud of? Major 11, Major 1, Title 1, or something else? I actually have three probably most proudest moments of my bowling career. The first is winning my first PBA Tour title in Long Island. That was pretty special. Then winning my first major was pretty special as well, because both of those tournaments allowed me to feel like I belonged in that arena. The first national title meant like I felt like I meant to be on tour, and then the first major championship title was like, wow, you are a major champion. You belong with the other major champions of the sport. And then my third one is actually the World Cup in Johannesburg, South Africa. I bowled for Australia, and my dad doesn't get a chance to really watch me bowl very much, and he took the trip to Johannesburg with me, was my caddy for the week, and to be able to hold the World Cup for Australia with dad in the crowd was pretty special. Mustang GM 210 says, is it possible that the PWBA tournaments run concurrently with PBA tournaments, like Masters and Queens, US Opens, and maybe even winner versus winner at the end? That would be great television and help grow the sport, in my opinion. It's actually an idea I've been floating around for a really long time. I actually felt like, not just for those major championships, but I kind of feel like it would be really cool if the men's and women's tour ran at the same time at the same place. So the men would bowl on lanes 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, and the women would bowl on 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, and we kind of break it up. We did a US Open just like that. I think it was in 2013, and the bowling center was packed. I mean, as packed as it's ever been in my life, because you've got those that are supporting the men, those that are supporting the women, and they get the best of both worlds. So I think it would be a really great idea for bowling. Comic book _ Chris says, as a sneakerhead, what are your top 5 pairs of all time? Well, the top 5 pairs that I currently own would probably be my Travis Scott Jordan 1s, the OGs. I have a pair of Sean Witherspoon Air Maxes, which I love. I've got a pair of off-white Jordan 1s, UNCs. They're special. I have a pair of Yeezys. It was actually the very first pair of sneakers that I hit. So they're not, I mean, they're cloud white 350s. They're nothing hyped or special, but to me, they're a little special because they were the first pair I manually hit online. And maybe the last pair, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. There's my top 4 anyway. Socio-empathetic says, can you make it to the pro level with 4 balls plus a spare ball? The reality is no. I mean, it's unlikely. I suppose anything is possible, but at the pro level, you will be competing against players like myself who have a ginormous arsenal of bowling balls. And so depending on the oil pattern week to week, having the right bowling ball in your hand drilled the right way is critical to major success. And so you would have to be something special to only have 4 bowling balls and bowl at the pro level and have success. So I wouldn't recommend it, but I suppose it is possible. All right, we'll head over to Facebook now. And Robin Federley asks, Is it true lefties don't belong on the lanes? I'm left-handed, just got into bowling a couple of years ago. I drove to get a lesson from a PBA pro that I highly respect, and when I heard that I'm wrong-handed, etc., I wondered if I need to learn to bowl right-handed. I don't know who the pro was that you went to get coaching from. Clearly, he has an issue with left-handers, but no, you're not doing anything wrong. Lefty, righty, one-handed, two-handed. As far as I'm concerned, stay behind the foul line, knock over pins. You're doing it whichever way that you want to do it. I would highly advise you to find yourself another coach, and you bowl the way that you want to bowl. And then hopefully you find somebody that wants to work with you to enhance your natural attributes rather than strip you down to bowling something that's not you. Jermaine Tyler says, in your opinion, does bowling tournaments make you an improved bowler as opposed to only bowling in leagues? Is it the level of the bowler and difficulty of the conditions that causes improvements in one's bowling skills? I think you need, well, the way that I kind of developed my game was I went through this kind of stair-step level of competition. So it started off with leagues and small tournaments in my home center, and then I went to Sydney where I bowled against better players and a better environment and bigger events. And then from Sydney I flew internationally and went to Southeast Asia, Malaysia and Singapore, Indonesia. From there I went to Europe. So I just kept going to a place that I felt like had bigger and better and tournaments and better quality of players until you finally get to, you know, the PBA Tour. So yes, I absolutely recommend that you should play tournaments if you want to improve as a player. League play is great, but nothing can replicate tournament play other than bowling into a tournament. And you've always got to push yourself that little bit further. When you think, oh, maybe I'm not quite ready, sometimes it's good to just jump into the deep end and just see where you are at. And it also will expose a lot of the areas in which you need to improve. Marco Bravenbora says, I want to organize a Belmo experience in the Netherlands. Are you willing to do it? You have a lot of fans in the Netherlands. I would love to get myself back to Holland. It's been a very long time since I've been there. And if you're interested in hosting a Belmo experience, which is really just a personal appearance with me at your center, or it can be anywhere. It can be at your house. It can be at the pub with your mates. It doesn't really matter. But I'm happily will do Belmo experiences anywhere in the world. Email manager@jasonbelmonte.com and my team will get in touch with you. G'day, thanks for watching. If you loved this one, check out the rest of the videos from this playlist or any other playlist. Make sure that you like the video and please subscribe if you would love to be the first to catch any of the latest of the behind the scenes and a whole lot of other cool stuff.